Welcome back, guys. This is the second part of The Enemy, The Devil is a Part-Timer, episodes 3 and 4. Check out part 1 of Devil is a Part-Timer on our channel. Spoilers alert! Now let's get into it. Emilia left the boys in the morning. She made some cucumbers for them and left the keys to the door inside. If it were Ashia, he would have taken the key and left. Maou thinks that is what a devil would do. Well, Ashia is indeed a devil. Emilia is back at her place trying to forget the disgrace she felt last night by taking help from a demon. On the news, police are investigating the crime site. They found Mao's bike. The police are searching for the owner of the bike while Maou and Ashia are right there at the crime scene. Emilia can't believe that her arch-nemesis is that stupid. Chi-chan's mother tells her to be careful because of the random shootings and crimes in the area. Chi-chan is too busy gushing over her phone and texting Maou. She planned a date with Maou. Emilia's friend Riki starts small talk with her about the shooting and asks her to have dinner with her. Emilia declines like she always does. A mysterious voice calls Emilia and tells her a hero and that a dark lord joining forces is punishable. He threatens to wipe Emilia and Maou out. Emilia tells there is a misunderstanding, and she has nothing to do with Maou. The voice is certain they have joined forces because both of them escaped and helped each other during the shooting. Emilia believes the caller to be one of the demon generals and refuses to help or join the forces of the dark. The caller ends the call by telling her she had misjudged and made a mistake she'll regret. Emilia gets a call while her friend, again, was trying to take her to lunch. Emilia, just join the poor girl to lunch already. The call is from the police, who tell Emilia to visit them. Emilia is at the police station forced to fill out forms, while Maou and Ashia are amazed by the police's ability to find them out just by their bicycle. Emilia is furious about having to vouch for Maou and Ashia. Maou says it's only normal for a dark lord to cause trouble for a hero. Ashia tells her to stay composed. Emilia tells Ashia that a demon general should at least have the ability to buy decent stuff from the shop before telling her about composure. Emilia tells Maou about the threat call earlier. She leaves after telling them not to die to some random guy because Maou is only for Emilia to defeat. Maou wonders who might be targeting both of them. He tells Ashia to stop sulking since they got to meet Chai-chan. Ashia gets Maou some decent clothes with the money he has been saving for emergencies. He can't let Maou go on a date wearing a Unislo outfit. Hey, what's wrong with Mao's Unislo outfit? Chan meets up with Maou. She likes his outfit, though she thought he'll wear his Unislo to the date. Chan decides to go to a coffee shop for their date. Chi-chan is happy to hold hands with Maou. Emilia catches Ashia spying on someone. She confronts him to find out Ashia has been looking over Maou and Chai. She finds it rather ridiculous for a sweet girl like her to have feelings for a foul demon like Maou. They also notices how Chi-chan has dressed up in her best outfit to potentially impress Maou. She also notices Chai-chan's big, assets. Emilia gets defensive over her size and how it's best for combat. Emilia needs to know if Chai-chan knows anything about the recent increase in earthquake frequency. Despite Ashia's reluctance, Emilia makes him join her in the cafe. Chan tells how she's been able to hear ringing in her ears ever since Maou started working at McDonald's. Recently, she's been able to hear people talking in a language she doesn't understand. Maou suspects that his world is trying to communicate with the hero. And maybe certain humans possess an idea link that allows them to share thoughts. Maou chokes after seeing Emilia walk in with Ashia. Maou wonders what Emilia is thinking about after seeing Maou and Chi-chan together. Chi-chan is glad to have talked to Maou. She knew Maou would believe her. Right as Chi-chan is about to confess her love to Maou, Emilia walks in and tells her not to trust Maou. Emilia tells her she's Mao's enemy, and Maou will only bring her misfortune. Chan remembers Emilia and asks if she's Mao's ex. Emilia loses it and things get heated between the two. Emilia tells her their relationship isn't like what Chai-chan thinks. Chan counters by telling her if Emilia thinks she's closer to Maou because of that. Suddenly, an earthquake hits and collapses the building. Chan and Emilia are separated. Chan worries about Maou, but Emilia assures her nothing happened to Maou. Emilia introduces herself to Chi-chan and asks if she likes Maou. Chan doesn't deny it and asks about her relationship with Maou. Emilia tells her getting close to Maou is the last thing she wants and warns Chi-chan about him. Emilia hypnotizes Chi-chan to sleep. Maou reveals himself in his demon form. Emilia thinks about seizing the opportunity and killing Maou. However, Mao's concern for Chiho and his desire to save people stops Emilia from killing him. Emilia is stunned by Maou and his desire to help the people he once slaughtered. Maou saves Chiho while Emilia is still confused as to why the Dark Lord would do such a thing. There have been no casualties thanks to Maou due to the shopping mall collapse. Emilia recalls his days with her father, how his father promised to protect her, but then gave her away to the priests because of the war against the Dark Lord's army. Emilia was a daughter of an angel, and it was her destiny to defeat the forces of evil. After that day, Emilia never saw her dad again. The village was destroyed by Lucifer and his army after she left. She has dedicated her whole life to defeating the Dark Lord and his army. Emilia is snapped out of her thoughts after Maou tries to help her. Maou is back to his human form. Maou is glad to see Chi-chan safe. Chi-chan's father is an inspector who Maou hypnotized. Maou decides to leave since it'll be an awkward situation if they meet again, especially with his daughter. Maou believes the magic he cast on his dad was responsible for Chi-chan's ability to hear things from Ente Isla. Maou plans to go home since the attack on them failed. He believes that the earthquake was not natural and was targeted to hurt both Emilia and him. Maou thinks the attacker backed off after seeing his demonic form. Emilia wonders who could have attacked them, since neither demonic nor sacred magic are useful in Japan. Emilia's friend Riki calls for her and hugs her, knowing she's safe. Ashia finally arrives to apologize for his failure as a demon general. He let Emilia near Maou and also depended on him for his safety. Maou tells him to just go back home. Riki took Emilia to her place and made dinner for her. Maou and Ashia get picked up by the police again. Riki gets a call from her mother worrying about her. Emilia notices she talks in a different dialect when talking to her mom. She tells Emilia she's from Kobe, but she would like to forget things about that place. She'd like to forget things that happened there. Emilia remembers she also has some things she'd like to forget too. Riki hugs Emilia and tells her she's the first one who was thoughtful enough to not bring up the Kobe earthquake. She tells her how people are capable of doing bad things or helping selflessly when tragedies occur. People themselves can choose to be angels or demons. The officers think Maou and Ashia are street actors. He tells them to not give up on their dreams and lets them go, warning them about the recent mugging in the area. Riki sees the news about recent muggings and thinks Emilia is lucky to have a boyfriend in such situations. Emilia tells her there's nothing between them. While taking a bath, Emilia thinks about what was Maou thinking while helping people. The next morning, Emilia is at Mao's door offering him 1,000 yen. Maou takes it and Emilia tells him now she doesn't owe him anything. Emilia asks if Ashia is hurt. Maou tells her he's physically fine, but mentally he's a disaster. He blames himself for not being able to help Maou. Maou asks how Emilia is doing. Emilia goes off telling an enemy must worry about her. Before Maou could warn Emilia, she falls from the broken steps. Maou takes her in to help her again. Ashia goes off to buy bandages to treat her. Maou tries to help Emilia clean up her wounds, but she lashes out. Emilia cannot accept the fact that the Dark Lord is trying to help. He's kind and poor, and high school girls fall for him. Maou counters by telling her he never saw a hero fall from the stairs and needed first aid from a demon. Emilia fails to understand why Maou is so kind even though he killed her father, burned their cities, and marched his army upon the innocent people. He took delight in killing people. Why is he so kind now? She tells Maou she will never forgive him for the atrocities he committed. Maou apologizes for what he did, but Emilia is taking none of it. Chan sees the both of them together and misunderstands the situation. She runs off crying. Suddenly, the owner Shiba Miki walks in and mistakes Emilia for Mao's girlfriend. She gives Maou a notice informing them to leave because she wants her house renovated. Meanwhile, the Heroes of Light are traveling across dimensions to help Emilia. Meanwhile, a mystery boy gets hold of Chi-chan. Turns out he's been watching over her for a long time and wishes to bring upon the demiliers of the Dark Lord and the Hero of Light. He destroys a bridge before Maou, Ashia, and Emilia could find Chi-chan. Maou asks what the demon general Lucifer is doing in this realm. Like and subscribe to find out what happens next to Maou and his gang. Until then, take care.